Are you guys tired of adulting? I don't know about you, Francine, but
Oh,
I
the
am
time.
tired of dishes and laundry
Right?
and cleaning the bathroom.
And picking up dog poop. You think at 2 years old she would be potty trained by now, but maybe I just haven't adulted enough.
She hasn't adulted enough.
Okay, so it's not my fault.
No, no, of
Okay,
course not.
thank you. And you know what? We want our guests to know that it's not your fault that you forgot what gave you joy when you were a kid. Hey, Mark. So tell us, Mark, what did you love to do when you were a kid that kind of fell by the wayside when you became an adult? That's what we're talking about today.
Because sometimes, you forgot the milk when you went to the store. And so that kind of consumes all of your brain. And even, I find sometimes in the evening when I'm done working, I just don't even have any brain energy left to even consider a topic like this. I just want to stare at the wall and be done for the day. You feel me?
You want to know the secret? Only do
Yes.
what, uh, only do what's fun. Only do what's fun.
uh,
But you know what? Even though I designed my life to only do what's fun, by the end of the day, I still have problems getting all those brain cells or ducks. Picture the brain cells as ducks. I have problems getting them in a row. It's more like trying to herd cats.
it it looks like you have a whole herd behind you.
I do. I have a whole flock of sparkle feathers.
So it's definitely a flock, not a herd.
Well, I don't know. I think I need a new word because he's a unique creature all of his own.
Mhm.
So, okay, Sparkle Feathers is like no other. He's not a duck. He's not a penguin. He's just a creature all his own. Just kind of like all children are their own unique selves. So he needs a word all his own. So tell me, if you are watching this, what would a group of sparkle feathers be? What would a group of sparkle feathers be?
Oh man, my brain is telling me I know this, but it is not coming to
Okay, don't stress over it, everybody. This is just something fun. Help me name a group of sparkle feathers. I don't think it's a flock, and I don't think it's a herd. He needs his own special word.
I am going to go hang out in the room with my parakeets and all of their feathers that are on the floor. And I know I'm going to come up with a perfect word.
There you go. So that is your homework assignment for this week. And I'm going to ask everybody again next week, what should we call a group of sparkle feathers? And this is my way of not adulting. When I get tired of the bookkeeping and the worrying about my taxes and the trying to book a flight, I think of important things like, what should we name a group of sparkle feathers?
Hmm. Now that you mention it, I do notice that on the days that I'm doing more fun things, like I'm working on a song and then I'm playing on Canva and I'm making a bunch of stuff, and then I don't know, I'm using ChatGPT to figure out how to make dinner with the like random things that are in the pantry and in the refrigerator. All of these like little creative things give me energy rather than drain my energy. So I don't really feel so tired by the end of the day if I have a day filled with those kind of things.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And I just want to read some of these comments that Mark typed in. Dreams and job ideas. He wanted to be an officer in the military. So his dream did come true. He was an officer in the military. And then Mark said we should call a group of sparkle feathers a convention or a glaggle. Maybe we should just call them a sparkle of sparkle feathers. No, that's too
many sparkles.
Too many never too many sparkles. But yeah,
I know. As soon as I said that, I was like, "Wait a minute, there's not too many."
Well, it might be a little redundant.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll keep working on it. It's okay.
It does sound like we are rambling here, but this is what today's topic is. What brought you joy before life got busy? And if you don't remember or you don't do it anymore, find a way to reconnect.
So, one thing that I did when I was younger that I feel like probably suffered more than anything, although I still probably do it more than a lot of people, but just going out in nature and hiking around in the woods in different places, just exploring a lot. I feel like the older I got, I didn't have time to drive as far, so I'd maybe just be walking the same area over and over again. So the exploring element was a little less obvious. I would have had to look for it more, but usually I was also just so busy, like caught up in my own thoughts and stuff, that even though I was walking around, I wasn't really paying attention to the little things that I could have been discovering while I was out on my walk.
Well, you want to open up some creativity. I took sparkle feathers on a little day trip. First, we went to a writer's fair at the public library, and Sparkle Feathers had a great time. He was just so photogenic, and he got his picture taken with different people, and there was even a display, and he sat up on the display like he was a display in the library, like he was in the art museum. So we had a good time with that. Then I had a little bit of extra time, and we went to the river, to a park. And he sat on a rock and looked at the river, and he posed for a picture in front of the Jacksonville skyline. So it doesn't take a lot to reconnect. I was there 5-6 minutes at the most, but I was giggling the whole time, and I made people around me giggle doing that.
You know what that reminds me of? Well, my mom. Great at saving things, not to hoarder extent. She's very good at saving appropriate things, but she saved most of the best of my toys, which I don't have any kids. I don't plan on having any kids. So at some point in time, I had to decide what I was going to do with them. And I decided that I was going to sell them on eBay. But before I did, I set up everything like I was going to play with it, and then put them all in like little poses, and I took pictures and I did little videos. And all of my Barbies I gave to my best friend's kids. And when we unpacked everything, we did the same thing together. We unpacked all the Barbie stuff. We set up the Barbie camp, the Barbie airplane, the little Barbie house, like all the things, and then put all the Barbies in little poses. And then we did a little photo shoot with all the pictures. And that's probably the last time some of those shoes and outfits are going to be seen again, as you know how Barbies go. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just so happy that some other child, or for the matter of people that bought some of that stuff on eBay, are more nostalgic about some of the 80s 90s toys than I was. I did save some. I do have some toys still. But that's something else that I don't do much anymore now that I'm so busy. I have photo albums that I like going through and just remembering some of the old stuff. And that Toda Toys, what is it there for? But to every once in a while open it up and be like, whoa, remember this?
I think instead of just opening them up and remembering, you should play with them.
Yeah, well, I do. When the thing gets open, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Wear it like a proud award. You won the ribbon.
What's one of my favorite things I saved? Is a gem doll. She had gold going through her hair and then light up earrings, and then she had her own Saturday morning cartoon. But she was my rock star role model from toys on, I guess, into adulthood, because she's still around. She's still hanging out in the attic.
So Mark, what was your favorite toy? We need a man's input here. What did the guys play with besides Ken? I mean, we played with Barbie. Well, actually, I kind of still do play with Ken since Ken's my husband.
Oh, good stuff.
His hair's
let's see.
He's having a bad hair day.
So much for my lighting. My lighting died. Okay, so Mark says, I keep an album of all the birthday cards and letters kids wrote me over 40 years or more in teaching in daycare.
Oh, how special.
I have some of that stuff too, and I'm going home to Wisconsin. I'm leaving tomorrow. And one of the things that I want to do while I'm back there and am near all of those totes is I do have a bunch of pictures and stuff. And again, my mom saved some good stuff. So I have my drawings and stuff from when I was younger. And
you going to put them on the refrigerator?
I guess maybe now, since I'm talking about it, I need to take a picture of some of them to share when I come back. But yes, I also have some pictures from when I was a teacher's aide, and I don't know if it was silly to save them, but now I know from Mark it was not silly.
It was not silly. Anything that brings you joy is not silly.
And let's see. Oh, I knew it. Mark's a G.I. Joe and Army man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so it wouldn't be like me to not get even deeper on this subject. But when I was in college and I had an internship and I was working, I mean, it was pretty much full time. I was working 36 hours, and then I was trying to finish up my degree. I was also working at the campus radio station and all of this stuff. Oh, wait. We forgot the most important element of this whole story. I felt like I was Superwoman. Because, that's what you do when you're 20, 21, 22 years old. You have a lot more energy than I have now. And so what I stopped doing that I have a lot of pleasure in is sleeping.
See, when you get to my age, you realize that sleep is not something to not do. I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s, the common saying was, I could sleep when I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I have learned, if I don't get enough sleep, stupid things happen.
And I am the Walking Dead.
Yeah. If I don't get enough sleep, number one, my immune system isn't good. So I get sick. Number two, it makes me more hungry. So I gain weight. Number three, I can't think clearly. And I waste more time than I save. So if I just stop whatever I'm doing, get a good night's sleep, come back to it the next morning, I could get it done so much quicker than pulling an all-nighter trying to do it.
Yes. And it took me a very long time to figure that out because logically my brain's like, okay, awake more hours equals more productivity.
Well, and then, well, in my case, when I was in my 20s and 30s in the military, that time was spent at the bars. Not doing it. Well, maybe it was productive. I was out having fun and networking, right? I was networking, meeting people, you know. So I guess you could consider that productive in a way, but I wasn't staying up late to work harder because then, I remember the nights coming home, rolling into bed for an hour, getting up and going straight to work.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I pulled plenty of all-nighters too, which is, I mean, the time I described to you is absolutely the worst. I pushed myself as far as I could go. Sometimes I would stay up for I was at least staying up for a day or two at a time during the week for probably about a 3 or 4 month period of time. How that ended was, first of all, college graduation came, so that really helped. But really close to that, I was driving home from one of my radio shifts and I fell asleep while I was driving and I crashed my car. Went
Ooh.
into the ditch. Luckily, like I didn't hurt anybody. And honestly, like I wouldn't have hit anything if I would have just like timed my getting onto the highway just a little bit better. But you know, when you're flying through the ditch and you think you're gonna roll it and die, like I don't know, I was pretty happy with my results. But it kind of took that wake up call to be like, okay, like you might be getting all of this stuff done right now, but at what cost? If you're dead,
Exactly.
or you know, if I'm stuck in the hospital and it's going to take me months to recover, and then that just sets me back all of that time that I could have been moving forward, it just doesn't make any sense.
An ounce of prevention, my dear, an ounce of prevention. And in my mind, sleep prevents a lot of bad stuff.
I totally agree. I have turned over a new leaf with sleep, and now it's one of those fun activities that definitely have to get about 8 hours every day.
Yeah, minimum seven, minimum seven. And then I see in the chat here, Mark said, sorry, I meant over 20 years. See, I'm getting old.
Oh, and Mark hates getting no sleep. I had FOMO, man, especially when I was younger. I was going to miss out on stuff if I was sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Francine, I want to know when life and adulting started getting carried away for you, what was something that disappeared from your life all of a sudden?
creativity. Just being in the military, they tell you what to do, where to do it, how to do it, what to wear while you're doing it. So I lost a lot of my creativity. And I did not
Yeah.
reconnect with that till I was in my 50s.
Really? It took you
Yes.
that long? And when did you leave the military?
Well, in a way, I retired from civil service where I worked for the Navy. So that was very military ish. Even though I was a civilian, I worked for the military. So let's just say I was in my 50s when I left the military for good. I retired when I was in my 40s.
Okay, I got it. So I feel like that's really, really encouraging for any of those creative folks out there that have done a career that's been, I don't know, kind of exhausting. Feels like adulting. Might have been a good job, but I mean, you might be thinking, man, I wonder what it would have been like to be able to be more creative, have time for more creativity. So I want to know from you, how did this transformation happen for you?
Actually,
Did he come to you in a dream?
during a meditation, yes, he did.
All right.
So, so I'm going to say that taking time to clear all those crazy thoughts in my head, I need to stay up one more hour and work harder, or I need to work through lunch to work harder. By taking that time to go out into nature, like Heidi was talking about, by taking that time to get enough sleep, by taking that time to meditate and clear my mind, I opened up enough energetic space to allow more creativity to flow.
Mm, that's awesome. So what did you how did you get started then? Because I mean, it must have felt kind of, I guess, a little overwhelming and a little daunting at first with what you were going to do with all of that, from all of the structure and it's got to be this way, have to, need, must. And now it's like creativity, which is the opposite of that, I kind of feel like. So, like, how did you start?
Meditating, getting out into nature, proper rest, eating healthy food. I, instead of working toward it, I pulled back from everything else. And cleared space for it. You have to be in flow. When you're in flow, the creativity will just come. You can't push it out of yourself.
Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. So this is like the allowing things to be like people are talking about all the time. Because I think people don't always understand, I want this, so how do I just allow it to be?
That
And
was
it's
the hardest.
so it's not necessarily not doing anything, but just being intentional intentional about small habits that basically support your mental and physical well-being.
Exactly. That is it in a nutshell. And then add one more thing: self-reflection.
Yes.
Because if you're living in denial and blame, that closes off everything you're trying to open up.
It's true. It's a very different thought process in the brain, a very different area of the brain that you're using from these two spaces that we're talking about. The adulting, the survival thought process. It's comes from the left side of your brain, and this creativity and the flow that you're talking about comes from the right side of our brain. So there is a lot of power in recognizing what state of mind that you're in to be able to unlock more joy and happiness, and well, just let your inner child out to play, right, Francine?
Right. Well, I want to take this one step further. Consider the caveman.
Okay.
He had this terrible problem. It was cold and he was cold and he needed a fire. Well, he doesn't know what fire is yet. And as long as he stayed in his cave, all hunkered down, all, oh my God, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold, nothing would ever have happened. He had to allow the creative flow to invent fire. So it's not just creativity and writing books and music and painting. It's the creativity to solve problems. So in a way, I did use my creativity in the military because as a 5'2" woman, I had to find creative ways to do some of the tasks the big, strong men did. So I did use my creativity, but I had to stop, take a look at what was going on, see what I had available, what resources I had available, and figure out how to use them differently. Had I tried to do it the way the men did, I would have either hurt myself or failed. So I had to take a step back and creatively enter that task to figure out how I could do it myself using the resources I had around me.
So, kind of the same thing. I worked at a Halloween store. I mean, that's kind of creative, but
Yeah.
I guess in all retail, there's like a planogram or something like that. And a lot of the stores that I worked in before fireworks and before Halloween, there was kind of this guideline to follow where all the product kind of needed to fit onto the wall. But when I got into fireworks and I got into Halloween, it was up to me to set it in the right place. Oh my goodness, did I love those days? Those days where I'm just like, this one's going to have 3 rows and 3 facings next to this one, which will have 2. And I used to be so excited to come to work on those days. Did you feel that kind of way? Did you catch on to the fact that you were in this flow when you were maybe in a job that was like adulting?
I didn't understand that until much later in life when I sat back and thought about it. Because back then I was in survival mode. Mm-hmm. All I was trying to do was show up, do what I was supposed to do, keep my butt out of trouble, and, hopefully get a promotion. That was strictly survival mode. But when I stepped back and I looked at what I did, I'm like, well, that was pretty ingenious.
Mm-hmm. It was like your moments where you were tapping into your creative superpowers, but in that moment you didn't recognize it yet. And I think I was in the same boat. And I think toward the end of it was when like I was starting to have this awareness, mainly because the retail jobs were kind of getting old. Like I was just kind of over it after doing it for so many years. And I was also had gotten a life coach by this time. And I started paying attention to some of these small ways that creativity can boost my energy and my happiness. So,
hi, Jody.
Hey,
my fellow
Jody.
Author, soldier mom, Erie Mark McGraw.
Well, we made it all the way to the end of another episode, and I just want to remind everybody, hey, Francine, we need to put in the community link so everybody can join our community. I got it here on the main one, but I don't know if you got to get it on your pages.
I can do that.
But once you get into our community, you click on the events, and we have portal parties that pop up all the time. So they will show up there with a place that you can join the Zoom link. And there's a spot where you can add it to your calendar.
Let's show this little video real quick so we could let everyone know what a portal party is.
Okay, sounds good.
Portal party is an opportunity to get feedback on anything you're working on. Until Heidi got feedback that people didn't understand what her social media was about, she didn't know she needed to change it. It's so easy to say.
The porta potty is where we take you away from in a portal party.
If your idea belongs in a porta potty right now, come to a
My favorite part of that whole video is the porta potty in the middle of the office.
I know. That was a stroke of genius, creative genius when I found that.
Well, I am going to miss all you guys the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be traveling. What?
Mark has your hat, and we'll send it to you next week.
Okay, good. Well, then I will be looking for it when I return. I'll be very excited that there will be a gift for me. And I'm going to be trying to tune in and watch you, Francine. I'll drop in the comments if possible.
And there's going to be a mystery guest. We don't know who it is yet. Do you want to be the guest? Hint, hint.
Do you?
Looking for a guest for next week and the week after.
All right. So, well, let's take this thing out, Francine. If you
let's do it. Let's see. Can I do it? Let's try it with sparkle here.
Okay. If you can conceive it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it.
From the head to the heart to the hands.
Yes.
You can. Yeah.
All right, you guys. See you soon.